Thank you for being up in there today and for being there with us. Now I got to find my screen that had all my things on it. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, and I had to start the live over too. The thing just went blank. Okay, we have VA3FZ. VA3FZ, did you have a good Christmas and any New Year's resolutions or anything like that? Come on in.
Good evening, Ernest, and everybody on net. Yep, had a good Christmas. Glad to hear that you did also. And right now we're just kind of enjoying the Christmas. I didn't even realize it was Friday night. The wife's off for a few days. I have the grandson here, kind of like you do, I think. And I lost track of the days. I had one of my radios was a net going on another frequency, and I'm thinking, geez, that's a Friday night at 8 o'clock. And then it dawned on me that I'd seen a notice on Facebook that you had posted, and I said, oh, I know where I need to be. So this is where we're at. Yeah, we're having a good holiday. We're off, as you know, for a little bit, and we've been lucky enough to find a little bit extra money to buy some radio equipment, so we've been kind of fast at it trying to spend it. You know how you do that, eh, Ernest? You can never have enough, so that's about all we're up to right now. Back to you, Ernest, VA3FZ.
All right, there, yeah, the VA3FZ and the group VA3W returning. You know, it's good to have everybody out here and having a safe and happy Christmas. A lot of people I know did stuff low key. Most people, and I don't want to say our age group because I don't know everybody's age, but we raised our kids and stuff and was doing all the Christmas presents and the this and the that, right? And now it's grandkids, so we put up a tree this year because we have grandkids. If it wasn't for that, I don't know. I don't know if we'd have put up a tree or not. We celebrate Christmas and all, but we didn't have to do any cooking. We usually always entertain at our house. And I said to the wife, I'm like, no, we got grown kids with whole men, like they're all married. We're not doing nothing this year. We're going places. So we didn't have to. I thought that was going to be the case. And then one of my daughters, she's like, "Oh, I'm finishing school. She teaches school there. She's like, oh, I'm gonna come to y'all's house for a week after Christmas break." I'm like, really? Anyway, we enjoyed since they watched this. We enjoyed their company and stuff like that. Yep, always glad to have them and stuff like that. I'm not gonna say I wasn't glad when they were gone. The house is back quiet again. But it was nice there with the grandkids and seeing them get up and looking at the tree and the presents and stuff. So that was all a good time. Anybody got anything planned? We've all gone through the New Year stuff and what we got for Christmas. You guys just gonna be taking it easy for the rest of the week. There, we'll start with NX3F. So, are you gonna be getting any? Have you have any time off? Are you gonna get some of those antennas out the box there, Mr. Allen? Go ahead. NX3F. Oh shoot. Uh-oh, he must be gone. Mr. Allen must be recuperating from one of those food comas. We'll pick up with NX3F on the way back. Let's see here. K9 Whiskey Zulu. Any thing going on for the rest of the week with you? Over.
Okay, Ernest, very good. Not a whole lot. We still have company here from out of town, and they're going to be leaving here, I think, on Tuesday to head back to some other family members, but not too much else going on here. Normally I meet some friends on Saturday morning, some other amateurs for coffee or
Never do that, then.
just chat about different things that's going on probably for the holidays. So that's about it from here. And so back over, let's see if I don't think I was talking there for a while. I'm making it. Anyway, back over to you, Ernest. K9 WZ
K9WZ, Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor returning. You know, if, you guys always bring me joy. I know how it is entertaining guests and stuff like that. Always love to have them, but it's some work. It's some work, right? You know, you got to be on your best behavior, and when you have company coming over, your wife's like, because we're blessed with a nice big house and stuff, and there are a couple rooms that I think there's about 3 rooms that we hardly ever visit, and the wife's like, oh, so and so's coming, so go clean that third room back in the back and get the corner where nobody's going to see it. I'm like, they shouldn't be in there in the first doggone place. But now I got to go clean it. So, anyway, even when the kids come, you know, I was like, they're our own kids. They never cleaned up anyway. You know, but anyway, that's how she rolls with it. So, yeah, K9 Whiskey Zulu. I know you're happy to have those guests, but it's always good to have a nice. My house is so quiet now, I don't know what to do with myself. Well, thanks for being out there, and nice running into you by fluke there. And I hope we run across each other for days to come. Thank you so much for being out there. Let's try NX3F again. Mr. Allen, are you there?
Yes, sir. I'm here. Yeah, I was transmit. Had anyways, I had a little technical difficulty here. Yeah, this is NX3Up. Yeah, man, you got me on that one. I should have made that announcement on the air that I got some beam antennas that's been in the box, and I haven't opened them up in about 25 years. So I never should have told you that one. So anywho, yeah, I'll probably gonna do some antenna work tomorrow, and then chill out until we go back to work. I've been off work for 2 weeks now. Been long
Okay.
vacation, long deserved vacation. A lot of
Ain't
crazy
that the
things been
truth?
going on. So yes, sir. So that's about it. Back to net control. BA3EWB NX3F.
Thank you so much, NX3F. Yeah, you get that little time, you know, and next thing you know, it's like you look around and it's like, wow, I had 2 weeks off already. I've been at home now for the first month. The 28th tomorrow is going to be my first. It's going to be 1 month anniversary for my shoulder surgery. There, it's come along really good, which is great. But I can't dream of it even picking up anything. That's not going to happen anytime soon. I can tell. And I was also blessed, everybody, with my son. He's done it twice now. My wife's done it once. My daughter. Um, I'm lucky to have those little parks close by, and I've only gone out 4 times in the month of December. But the last 2 times, they've driven me out to the park. The last one I went to yesterday was Cooper Marsh. That's the first park I went to. My buddy Bob, VA3GIN, took me to my first photo activation, and I actually have a song about Cooper Marsh. It's on my YouTube channel there under Big E's Beats. And anyway, it's a nice little song there, and I did 2 versions of it. Of course, I had to give me an R&B. I had to give me an R&B version of that song. But I like the Poto thing. But it's funny. We drive down in 2 cars. They set everything else up, and then they abandoned me. They're out there, and you know, I said, "Well, be back in like 3 or 4 hours, right?" So the second time I was out there, the battery was dead and everything. I mean, I had talked it to death, over 200 something QSOs, and I was like, "Oh, y'all gonna come get me?" You said don't come till 5, so you know you have to stay out there until they come get you. I'm gonna be glad when I get back to drive again. That's for doggone sure, and get that shoulder back. Thank you, Mr. Allen, for being out there. Take it easy on your time off too. Okay, we are back over to VE3 VWB, Volkswagen Bug. Come on in. What you gonna be doing for the rest of the holidays there?
I'll probably go out tomorrow and activate a couple of parks. I'm not sure exactly where, but the Bredo Conservation Area is one of the provincial parks I was talking about, and where you go camping and you need the
Okay.
pass to get in. So that's one of the ones in the area that you can go to. There's not too many up in your area though. There's more down here. No big plans for the rest of the week. I'm gonna take the dog out for a walk right now, so. And everybody else is going Pokemon. Yay! Ernest. Mike says hello. So, we'll say 7-3. We'll talk to you later on. VA3, EWV, Victor Echo 3. Volkswagen Fun.
Thanks for being out there, Rebecca. Okay, here we go. Yeah, thanks for being out there, Rebecca. You guys have a good rest of your day there. Happy New Year. And hope to work you out there. I'll be just like Kilo 9 Whiskey Mike was saying, we also have a breakfast in the morning there at 9 o'clock there, the Seaway Valley Amateur Radio Club. So I'll be breaking bread with those guys. And I'll be trying to pick up an antenna that does 80 meters. That's one of the benefits of being in a club. At that Cooper Marshall, I'm trying to get that N1, whatever they call that the award that you do 10 bands. So when I went out the other day, I brought my handy talker with me, and then I got out there and I did simplex on the national talking frequencies on UHF VHF. So I got those two on the park, and then I started going up, but I forgot 10. I started at 12. Then 15, 17, 20, and 40. Forgot 30 and 10. I don't have 80 or 6 or anything like that. So I'm hopefully picking up infed half wave tomorrow at breakfast. I just got to figure out how I'm going to get the kids or the wife to put it up in a tree or something. So that's going to be kind of fun to see how that goes. Because I do have a fancy, I should give you guys a link to I found it from Amazon, but it's, the pole's about 8 foot tall. It's got one hell of what do you call it, slingshot thing on it. And it has a 16-ounce bean bag. And I'm telling you, it lobs that bean bag easy 80 to 100 feet. But you have to have 2 strong arms to pull that thing back and lock it in place. And the kids and the wife just can't pull it back. So I don't know how that's going to happen. But I'm trying to get 80 at least on there. Okay, thanks, Rebecca. We'll break with you. We have another person that just joined us there before we go to Rob, VA3FZ. We did have another EchoLink person pop up here. I don't have any information on there, but if you just came in, come on in and say hello. Oh, VE3VG. Okay, here we go. I see the call.
Golf Juliet, Tim in Belleville.
Yeah, Victor Echo 3, Whiskey Golf Juliet in Belleville. Come on in. Thanks for joining us, by the way. First and foremost, thanks for joining us. Let us know who you are, where you're from, because I think I was talking the same time you were talking. So, Tim, if you could tell everybody where you're from and stuff like that, how you found us. The topics of tonight was what'd you get for Christmas, what are you going to do during the holidays, and if you want to share New Year's resolution. You don't have to do them all, but you just pick from the heap. Thanks for being in there. Mike's over to you.
Good evening, Ernest, and everyone that's listening. I actually found you on Facebook. I follow you there, so I figured I would jump over to EchoLink and do it this way, just because it's a little bit easier. But I'm from Belleville, so that's just west of Kingston, about 40 minutes or so west, going towards the GTA a little bit. Christmas was good. I didn't get a ton of stuff for Christmas, but one thing I do have for New Year's resolution is be able to get out and be more active, especially with sports and all that. It's something that's been kind of on the back burner just with how busy life has been. But I did have a good Christmas, and I was actually down in Florida a couple days ago.
Oh, nice.
Which is a little bit warmer than here, but nonetheless, it's nice to be back in Canada. So I'll send it back to you, Ernest. Thanks again for taking my check-in, and hope you have a great rest of the evening. This is Victor Echo 3, Whiskey Golf Juliet.
Victor Echo 3, Whiskey Golf Juliet. Thank you for being out there. Hope you come back. I'm here every Friday if the Lord says the same, and having fun with the EchoLink and AllStar. For those of you that are here with me, it took me about 4 months to get this all sorted out. I have a little Raspberry Pi here, and Rob was helping me, VA3FZ, who's here tonight. He was instrumental in helping me get this thing up and running. We spent lots of time and a lot of good time and had lots of fun trying to get this thing working. I've met a lot of good friends like Victor Echo One, uh, Devin. Uh, I forget his call sign. VE1DXW. He was actually in the hospital. A couple of friends of mine that I met because they were in the hospital or retirement places or apartment buildings, things like that. We all think about HF, and a lot of people think it's the be all end all, which it is. But once you move from the houses and the this and the that, and or the young people, the newer hams, met a couple living in the university. Right now, they have their handy talkies. So I'm going to keep this going on the EchoLink and AllStar, and keep it going as long as I can out there. Thanks for being out there, folks. We're gonna now bring it over to VA3FZ for any finals from you, Rob. Go ahead.
Hey, Ernest, VA3F said, if you look on, or I can send you the link, Ontario provincial parks, we don't have any around here. The closest ones we have are around Lansdowne, which is near Kingston, or the Ottawa River called Voyageur Campground, which is probably an hour and 15 minutes or something from us. That's about all I got left to say. I just wanted to throw that at you. I can send you the link if you want to see where those are. Those are the ones you have to pay for anyways. VA3F said.
VA3FZ, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm out on the paying for places there. When I heard you had to pay for parks, I was like, what? You know, I was blown away when I moved from Louisiana here, living in Louisiana for 30 something years there, and Texas, Mississippi, all those places. Everything's flat, and you know, everything's built out, not up like here. And the first time in my life I had to pay for parking is the job I have now, because I refuse to go. Even when we moved to Ottawa and the kids would want to go downtown Ottawa, I would just drop them off just because I didn't want to pay for parking. Even when I go to the hospital, I'll drop the wife off, and I was like, "Call me when it's time for you to come back off, or any of the kids for that matter." And even when they brought me for the surgery, I'm like, "Don't pay for parking." I told my son, I'm like, go to your sister's house and come back and get me when you're finished. I am not a fan of paying for parking. That's for doggone sure. Yep, and to Kilo 9 Whiskey Zulu, I think that was him that said he was in the States there, or maybe VE3WGJ said that. I was hoping to get a trip to the States there, and I was checking the exchange rate, and the Canadian dollar is 67 cents when I checked this morning. I'm like, oh my God. So I'm a little cheapskate. So I don't know. I'll have to call my parents there and say, I don't know. You're going to have to send me a ticket. Because 67 cents on a dollar, that's brutal. I hope it climbs back there. But if not, I will definitely be doing a lot of Canada-only stuff. That's for sure. Okay, that is it for us tonight. I do appreciate everybody being out there. I hope I didn't miss anybody. I'll still stick around here until 9 o'clock if you want to ratchet y'all back and forth. But I want to wish you all a very happy new year, a safe and happy new year. Take some time to yourself. Hopefully those resolutions will get cranked up. I'm going to renege right now on my lose some weight resolution. I'll watch other people lose some weight. That's what I'll do. I'll just make sure this shoulder's healing up, and then get the other one done. That's going to be my resolution, because I'm not in pain on that left side anymore, just on the right side. So after my resolution will be to when I go to physiotherapy to go through the whole physiotherapy thing. Okay, well everybody, thanks for being out there tonight. This is on the air with VA3 EWB. I'll say 7-3 to all. And if you're watching on Facebook, we're going to play the other version of the Cooper Mars song. And for those of you that are on the air, we will see you next time. Same bat channel, same bat place, 8 o'clock on Friday. 7-3 to all. I'll still be here on the side. All right. Let's get that other Cooper Mars song popping up there.
Okay, Ernest, this is KNWZ in Plymouth. Yeah, I'm in north central Indiana,
Okay.
just about 25 miles straight south of the University of Notre Dame. We're
Okay.
in the northern part of Indiana. And I did, while you were, some of the guys were talking there, I sent you a reply to the email that you originally sent me, and I can give you my repeater frequencies along with the EchoLink
Okay,
and the
awesome.
IRLP node numbers, so you can have that information. And if I can remember, maybe next week or one Friday, I can try linking the repeater up to your net here. It has a very wide footprint. I cover part of
Oh,
southern Michigan
nice.
and a lot of northern Indiana from just about down to Kokomo, clear up in the Michigan area. So, and I did want to comment on one of the things you mentioned about cleaning the house. We were talking about that earlier. I retired here a year ago, and a year ago May. And before company was coming, I had to laugh when you're talking about that because that was my chore to clean the house, clean the spare room, clean it up, sweep, clean. And so right there with you. Anyway, appreciate running the net, and I'll say 73 to everybody that happens to still be listening. And hopefully, if I can remember, I'll try to catch you next time here on your net. VA3EWV from Kilo 9 Whiskey Zulu, Plymouth, Indiana.
All right, yes. Kilo 9 Whiskey Zulu, yeah. You still have been getting on that because, yeah, we all go through it, right? We all go through it. I don't know why, but we all go through it. Thanks for being out there. 7-3 to you.
Hey, K9 and Whiskey Zulu, quick question for you. This is NX3F. What kind of radios you got in the box? In your boxes that you haven't had a chance to open up? Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we don't usually get a lot of stuff from my wife, and I don't really exchange presents. I got her a few things. I think I got a gift card for one of the local restaurants up here, but everything goes
No.
to the kids and grandkids. They're the recipients of all the goodies, as it were. But just being with family, I guess that's the big thing. KNWZ.
I didn't mean to get personal on you. Maybe you misunderstood me. I thought you were the one that said that you had some radios that were in a box. You had packed up and you haven't unpacked your HF radios. That's what it was. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was confused about the original questions about what you got for Christmas. Yeah, it's a Kenwood TS440AT. Before I moved, I had a real nice 80-foot Pirate tower, big beams, long wire antennas, nice setup, and I moved in fact, it's exactly 20 years this month, about this time, that we moved to this new addition out here, which is an HOA, and I did get permission to put the tower up, but things like that work. You work a long time. At the other location, we had that house for like 30 years, and get the tower up, and you get special deals, and the people help you out, and we took the tower down and moved, and it just never got put back up. I ended up selling it to one of the fellows I worked with before I retired. So, but anyway, we'll hopefully get the radios back on here. I got bought a long wire antenna at Amfest here in Goshen.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
In Elkhart here this last year, and I got finally after I retired got a 2-meter tri-band or dual band antenna up for the work simplex and local repeaters on UHF and VHF around here. And spring, whenever it warms up, I'm going to put that antenna up to get the HF back on. So now that I'm retired, I've got time here. Back over to you, K9WZ.
Yeah, okay, K9WC NX3F. Okay, hey man, it's really nice that you got permission to from the HOA to put that antenna up. That's really nice. Congrats on that. I'm in an HOA here too, but I have managed to put up a couple of embeds. One is about 100 and what's that? One about 141 feet long. The other one is about 100 and about 109 feet, 110 feet, something like that. And I also managed to put up a little three-element 2-meter quad for sideband, which that was a bust because of, this fellow used to run a sideband net around here. He had some health issues, so he had to give it up. So when he gave it up, nobody else wanted to take it. So now 144 dot, what is it, 205, I think that was the frequency. It's dead. It's a doornail. Back to you.
Okay, very good. Well, hey, listen, at least you got the equipment. You might as well put it to good use.
I'm telling you.
That's a good thing. My big thing around here, what I've been doing mostly, and I worked for a local utility around here for 20-some years. There were actually a couple of utilities, and maintained all their point-to-point microwave and the first company, the two-way radios and that sort of stuff. And the local electric utility here has had different substations and stuff where they send information back and forth via the microwave. So I spent most of my time doing that sort of thing, so that's what kept me occupied. And very little time for ham radio, so now that I've retired, hopefully I can play more radio. And anyway, I need to get back out of here and head back upstairs here, but appreciate talking with you and everybody else here on the net. And like I say, I'll maybe try to access the net here by EchoLink through the repeater here next week, and maybe we can get some other people around here locally on. So back over to you, NX3F K9WZ.
Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, very good. Yeah, K9WZ NX3F. Yeah, we're both in the same field. I'm in the same field as you're in. We do that here for our local utility company here. I've been, what's it been, 36 years? Yeah, I've been on the job this one here, 36 years, but I've worked for Motorola prior to that. But anyway, we won't get into that. Very good. Okay. Well, very nice meeting you. I think you got your call sign down, and at some point in time, I'd like to program your repeater frequencies into this node I'm on, and see if we can do some cross banding on your repeater out there. Very good. So take care, and have a happy New Year's, blessed New Year's, and I'll definitely be working you getting further down the road here. K9WC, this is NX3F.
Okay, sounds good. I don't have AllStar on the repeater down here. I just have EchoLink, and or it does Internet Radio Repeater, IRLP, Internet Repeater Project, I think is what it stands for. And it'll do either format, but not at the same time. It's basically Echo IRLP is the box that I've got, and it's a lot of fun. And most of the activity on the repeater is through EchoLink because of the fact you can use a smartphone and or computer to talk, and they kind of frown upon that on IRLP. So although IRLP format is a little more robust, it's got a little better audio quality. But anyway, all right, 73, we'll catch you later. I'm going to go back upstairs and get out of here. NX3F K9WZ.
Okay, folks, K9WZ Have a good rest of your day. 7-3 to you. All right, we also have just gotten Bruce in on here. Kilo Charlie 1, November Radio Quebec. Kilo Charlie 1, November Radio Quebec. This is on the air of VA3 EWV AllStar and EchoLink Edition there. Good to have you here. I don't remember seeing you out here before. So welcome to the net. We were talking about sharing what we got for Christmas, what you did for Christmas, if you have any New Year's plans, and did you get anything radio-wise. If you want to share there, Bruce, come on in, tell everybody where you're from, and yeah, we'd love to hear from you. KC1NRQ, VA3EWV, come on in. Hopefully it works. There we go.
Well, good evening, KC1NRQ. Bruce, out of Connecticut, Central Connecticut. I was just looking at Facebook, and I saw the node number, and I punched it in, and you called out my call.
Yep.
Christmas has been very good down here. And it's slightly a little bit of a white Christmas, which is cool. Used to do snow plowing for 50 years.
Oh my God.
Don't do it anymore. It was nice to just look out the window.
Amen.
Now, we got a couple little things. I'm playing with an Anytone 878 on DMR stuff. And
Yeah.
still do the EchoLink. We're kind of new. But, yeah, just happened to pop in here. Be glad to come back. Thanks for seeing me really quick there. KC1NRQ, back to you.
KC1NRQ, this is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor. My name is Ernest here. I can't say new ham for long. January 17th, I'll be 1 year old in ham radio. Excuse me. And on April 24th of 2024, I got my HF. But I didn't get on right away on HF. I did FT8 and FT4 first. My friend VE3 ARF got me set up with that. And so did... I'm so sorry. Another friend who was here earlier got me set up on EchoLink and stuff like that. I basically did a lot of work all my life. Never made any friends or anything like that. You know, just work. I had 5 kids. So I'm so sorry, folks. That kept me busy enough. And just like a lot of people, I see that, you know, they're in radio in their earlier years, then met a woman or work or whatever, and we're gone for 20, 30 years, then they're back. I have parts of the same story. So I'm always looking for new folks to, and the Parks on the Air and the different things like that have started having me make friends like you guys. Not only that, sending out those little QSO cards, even though they're electronic, the best part of that is getting the emails back. And then you learn about people and stuff like that. Let me pause for a second. I'll be right back there, Bruce. Don't go away. Also, like going to QRs, this is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor returning. I see already we're going to get along. I see you have the same rig I do, the FT991A. And what they say, 100 watts in the wire, that'll do you good. So as long as you have that, the 100 watts in the wire, you'll be good to go. And oddly enough, one of the things that keeps me in the AllStar EchoLink, I have a friend as well. His name is Fred. And he heard about me, the new ham, and in our club, I'm the only one that does a lot of, I don't want to say the only one, but I'm the one that does the most digital stuff. Most of the club members are HF only, or they only do CW only, right? I know not a lot of people do any of the digital stuff. So they helped me get all set up, and now I'm helping everybody else get set up because I've been programming DMR radios for people. I have my Anytone mobile here that I'm talking on now, and I've programmed lots of the Retivis, the Balefane. The hardest one was the Balefane. I forget the model number on that. That was something else. But I've also loaded the blind software on there for some of the blind hams there, for the one here in town. So yeah, Uh, so welcome, and I hope to hear you around again. Looks like we'll have a lot of stuff in common there. All right, we're going to be here for another 8 minutes because the wife gives me an hour on Friday nights from 8 to 9. Anybody else want to chime on in there before we're closing on off? This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor standing by. Okay, folks, if there's nothing else, don't forget every Friday night at 8 o'clock Eastern. So, that's 1 o'clock UTC time there. We meet for the hour, even if the net is only 15 or 20 minutes. I'll stay for the whole hour just in case anybody pops up. We try to have 2 rounds of conversation. Try to have a topic at least, and then what you're doing for the week. And then just have a lot of fun and meet new people. Tonight we met quite a few new people, and it was pretty exciting having everybody else out there. I want to make sure to welcome everybody back. You guys have a good rest of your week. This is VA3EWV, and you'll see us around. Have a good New Year. Happy New Year, everybody. I'm dying.
Hey, Ernest, PA3EWGNX3F. Hey, man, you fly? Is that a drone sitting up there on your that little that tall thing you got in your background? Is that a drone?
Yep. That's my Home Depot. I think it was $50. I powered it up. Didn't have to do nothing but put the battery in it. Went to the QR code there. Load the software on the cell phone. Brought it up in the air. And because I got a pretty big yard, So I brought it up in the air. Straight up. Turned it right. Turned it left. Got it back down. Landed it in the yard. Couldn't find it in my own yard. But I can still see the image, so that was okay. And I'm like, I'm gonna have to paint that thing some kind of color, like orange or something, so it won't get lost. But no, I took it up there, and the one time, and I had got it right before the snow fell last year. And then when the spring came this year, I was so busy, trying to go out there and do all this fun stuff, like field day and this and that and da 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 da. And I looked around one day and I was like, I didn't even bring that drone out. Now that there's snow on the ground, I won't. Because I'm telling you right now, it's so lightweight. It's just one of the ones you get from Home Depot, so no license needed. It's very, very light. It flies pretty good. But like I said, I got it up and I got it down, and I was so excited that it came back down and didn't get lost or fly away that I just used it the one time. I'm probably gonna give it to one of the grandkids. Truth be told, there, because it was a little much, right? I had too much anxiety trying to fly it there. Over. Do you fly those?
Yeah, well, my wife bought me one here about 8 years ago for Christmas, and I played with it a little bit. It's a lightweight one. It kept crashing down, and one of the propellers popped off from it, and I put it back on. Um, so it's kind of like, looks like it's similar to yours, except mine's got 2 big wheels on the side. It looks like a Ferris wheel. It's very lightweight. Yeah, I thought it was one of those size ones where, man, you can put that kit on that thing, boy, and fire that baby up and go up into a tree, 70, 80, 90 feet, and drop a line over a tree, man. That'd be an excellent,
Right.
that'd be excellent, for, and that have any type of HF antenna. And I started paying the background. I said, oh, okay, I see. Got a drone there. Okay, yeah. Yeah, speaking of HF antennas, I meant to tell you earlier, I built one of those air rocket launcher things.
Okay.
And boy, I'll tell you, that thing will hurl one of those throw bags up in the tree. I bet that thing will go
I didn't think about that at first, but you know what? Uh, I don't know how, these things are all regulated and stuff like that. I did get it up high enough to, like, look at the top of the house and look at the solar panels and, look at the yard. The camera's not the best. Again, it's like $50 that was paid for. But I tell you what, you know, I was like, you know what? If I had some fishing line, because you know the deal, you just take a piece of fishing line. That's pretty lightweight. I'm pretty sure that I could go over the top of any of the trees around here because I don't have really tall trees. When I lived in Pineville, Louisiana, we had like 100 foot pines easy. But around here, if you ever look at the way the trees grow here, the roots are all flat out. They're not in the ground. In the ground, they're all flat out. So this time of year, there are hundreds of trees just falling over, and you see the root stuff. You're not even digging in the ground for these roots around here. I think that's mostly on rock and stuff. But yeah, I might get the confidence probably next spring or whatever to go out there and do that. And yeah, that might be a little bit of fun. But sometimes you get stuff. Well, we all know this in radio world. You get stuff there and then you never use it, right? We still have VE3 JUM out there. You have any final words before we close off the net there?
Hey, Ernest. Yeah, just listening, and I'm the master of lurking actually. This is what I do. Anyway, no, great conversation, and back to NX3F brought up the same point that I was going to say, and I'm not on in front of Facebook right now or looking what you got in your shack, but that's a really good point of using a drone to launch that antenna up there for you. And that's kind of cool. So much you can do with this hobby. It's unbelievable. And I feel that I've been out of it for so long and back in March of this year. And, oh, by the way, and happy 1-year anniversary coming up for you. That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
I haven't seen a hand do so much in so little time like yourself. So congrats on that Ernest. But nonetheless, I'm every day is a learning experience and the digital world is upon me. So I haven't embarked on that, but I'm about to, and part of that being a purchase of a new rig. So I was just looking up that 991A, and that's an interesting rig too, at an interesting price point. But I don't want to hold you. I know you gotta close out, and I won't say about the happy YL and how the rest of that goes. But nonetheless, thanks for holding the net, Ernest. VA3EWT. This is V3JUM.
Yeah, before you get out there, I'm not an ambassador for any radio brand right now, but I will say this. It made it very easy to have, I think there's 3 people in the club, and Rob that was here tonight, VA3FZ. They all have the FT991A. Not a lot of people here in my area have the Icon, but only for one reason. I love the Icon radios. I was going to get one myself before the wife bought me this one, because the best radio is the free one, right? The free one that you don't have to pay for. So, so the FT991A is if someone said, what radio you like the best? It's the free one. That's the one I like the best. But here in Cornwall, Ontario, we are lucky to have 8 repeaters that do lots of different jobs. We have the ones for DMR. We have a repeater for that. We have a repeater for APRS. We have the lake here with a lot of the ships and stuff that go through the Great Lakes. So we have a repeater that you can track all that activity. Like I said, we have the DMR stuff. We have the 220. We have EchoLink AllStar. And all but 2 have fusion. We don't have anything D-Star. So that's the only reason. Well, I'm glad that was a choice that her and my friend came along with, my wife there. But I want to use all the capabilities of the radio, and right now with that 991, I love the fact that I'm not trying to cater to whatever. I'm just saying that whatever's in your area. And if you have people that have them, it's a lot better. Because I learned something last night that I'll be doing a video about it later. But you know, I'm doing SSTV right now, slow scan TV, with this project that they have with International Space Station. So I had to watch hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of YouTube videos because nobody was doing it in the club. And then when I went back to go do FT8, I did not write down any of the settings for FT8. So I was back there again looking at every video known to man because everybody does something different. But if you have the same radio that somebody else does, and they use the same stuff, it's just as easy as getting on the phone and say, okay, read me the 140 something settings. You just go right down the page, right? So, but there, I forget which icon one is a big seller. But the beautiful thing is when you have Facebook and YouTube and stuff like that, people will get you sorted out. I have a couple friends with Kenwoods. But most of the folks have either Icom, I think it's 7300 maybe. I think that might be the one, and the this one here. Now I will tell you this some gun is heavy, but man, it's done a lot of good stuff. Uh, I've used that radio for everything that I could use it, and I said that to myself when I got it. I said I'm going to use every button on it. I'm going to use every feature and thing like that. The only thing I haven't used on it yet is the GPS stuff because I just haven't. You know, when you have a few pennies, you got to put the pennies where you want it. And what I was doing with those pennies, I bought me a CW trainer and a CW key, and I said for 2020 before 2025 is over with, I will have CW down. So yeah, it's kind of hard to believe that it's been 1 year. I'm hold on, let me recycle this. It's been hard to imagine that it's been 1 year because when I was given the ham of the year for our club, you know, they're like, you done this, and I was like, I did? I was even in the rack, the Radio Amateurs of Canada magazine. It just came in the mail today, you know, that had the postal strike for over a month. And that came in, and I was on 4 pages in the. It's kind of like the AARL magazine, Mr. Allen, but I was featured in that with Parks on the Air, and another feature. A friend of mine, Kimberly, VE3KKA, wrote an article and submitted it to the Radio Amateur of Canada, and I'm in the magazine for the year. So that's a lot. Yeah, that's quite a bit. And it hadn't even scratched the surface of radio stuff. Isn't that something? All right, guys. Any last finals, and then we'll close it out. Have a good day, everybody.
Hey, thanks for that, Ernest. I really appreciate the input. Like you said, I'm not too brand biased as it is, but there's so many different choices to pick from. But you're spot on in regards to what call it local repeaters and stuff like that I can access. And where I am right now, and the limited ability that I'm going to be able to put up antennas is going to determine probably what I can't do. But
Exactly.
I got to look beyond that, and these things will likely last you your lifetime type thing. But nonetheless, the technology keeps advancing, and these radios keep getting more and more complex. And I did see, and I was going to ask you about that the firmware that you were using to do the SSTV stuff through the ISSS. But we'll pick that up another time. I don't want to hold you any longer. Thanks again, Ernest. You take care, and if I don't talk to you, have a happy New Year. Victor Alpha 3 EWV. This is V3JUM.
No problem at all. I also had planned before Sunday is over with to put it all in the package. So I think you're already on my Facebook page. If not, just search for VA3EWV on Facebook or YouTube. You'll find it. And so I put all the slow scan pictures all in one album, and anything that goes in or comes around, I'll do that. I'm going to be putting the software I have on there and a step-by-step of how to set your radio if you have a FT991A. So that's what I'm going to be doing there. And the XYL just showed up in the room. So that's going to be it for me, folks. I'll talk to y'all later. All right, bye-bye. Mr. Allen, I'll catch up with you later, too, okay? She's already came in the room and looked at me. So I'm going to get out of here. See y'all later. Bye for now.
Okay, 7-3, see y'all. Y'all have a good week. NX3, I'm off and clear. We're disconnecting, rather.
Digging on the airwaves, voice so strong,
Center
so
Echo,
clear.
Victor Echo 3, Juliet uniform, mic and clear.
He calls to those far and near. Sugar sweet audio, booming through the night. Portal box on the air in the morning light. CQ all around, 40 meters, hear that sound. Calling the world from Cooper's Marsh. Big E sending love so harsh. Protocol of operation in the quiet marshland. Biggie reaches out with a steady hand. Under the stars shining bright, his signal soaring takes flight. From dawn until the night, Big E's words take their flight. 73 sending love to every ham out there. From Cooper's Marsh with care, Big E's voice fills the air.
All right, y'all have a good night. Okay, one more.
Big D's in the shack. Oh yeah. Flip that switch. Now we on track. Spinning those dials, making that contact. Two Cooper's Marsh, we bringing it back. Hey yo, Trevor, where you at? Sugar sweet voice floating through the air. Ooh, ooh. Hit that 40M band, Big E everywhere. See you bottle out there. Single side band, hear him declare. Yo, whoa. Stacking those points without a care. B.E., you know it's rare. CQ brother, can you hear Big E? VA regular, coming in free. It's coming to you. Smooth sounds rolling, feel that glee. Just feel it, and radio magic. Just you and me. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh. Antennas up high, reaching for the sky. Oh yeah. Big E signal never shy. Don't never. From Cooper's Marsh, wave a goodbye. So long now. Holla back if you're feeling the vibe. Let me hear your tribe. Statics dancing, cutting through the noise. Buzz, buzz. Big E's transmit, pure audio joys. Sing it sweet, sing it sweet. VA Ruggles, riding the waves. We surfing now. CQ Polar, the airwaves grave. Give it to them, give them what they crave. CQ Polar, can you hear Big E? Can you hear? VA Ruggles, coming in free. It's coming to you. Smooth sounds rolling, feel that glee. Just feel it, and radio magic. Just you and me. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
All right, that's it.